What's going on? Everybody okay?
They got a call, said there was trouble in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You all need to look around?
It's a little wet for practice, don't you think? Don't the girls have schoolwork to do?
They do their homework. Tundi's first in her class. Lynn and Isha are too.
Now, I don't even mind you saying we hard on these kids. You know why? Because we are.
When I first saw the trailer for King Richard, I thought it was going to be another Oscar bait film, with Will Smith attempting to go for his long sought after Oscar. After all, this is a Venus and Serena Williams biopic with Will as the protagonist? You can see why I was worried, right? After watching the film, I was completely right. Though this does seem to be an Oscar bait film that both audiences and critics are enjoying. But what the hell do people know? This is all about my opinion, right? Let's take a look at the film. As I just said, this is a Venus and Serena Williams biopic. More accurately, it's taking a look at their life when they were just young girls and what their father, Richard, had to do to help them make it big. The film does do a decent job of not just making it a film about Richard, but focus on the girls too. For the most part, there's still a definite imbalance, but I thought it was gonna be much worse than what it was. More surprisingly, they actually gave the mother character something to do, played here by Anjanou Ellis. In these type of movies, the mother is usually there just to be the support and only give a big old grand speech at the end to uplift the main character. And while those things are still there, they do at least make her a central focus in how the girls get trained in the sport, especially that of Serena. So yeah, big kudos for that. Unfortunately, just about everything else is exactly what you think it will be. It's so predictable that you may as well get a scorecard out to take tabs on every single cliche the film throws your way. Now, I'm not one to say that these familiar tales can't be told, as long as they are told in unique or entertaining ways. But King Richard doesn't do either. Even the final match is so obvious in its conclusion that I barely found any energy emanating from it. As for Will Smith, look, credit where credit is due. I get that crying on command and showing these emotions is not an easy thing for a lot of people to do. But it's not enough. No matter how much he changes his inflections or his posture, the way that he walks, he just looks like Will Smith to me. It's actually a very similar problem to what I have with Leonardo DiCaprio, although to Leo's credit, he's at least not afraid to take on different roles, like the antagonist at points, or the funny man. And Will really doesn't do that. He doesn't stretch his abilities and his limits and try new things. And until he does, I don't think he can really pull off roles like this where all of a sudden his past comes to light and you find out he's really an asshole, and I just don't buy it. He seems way too charming. And even when he's trying to say these things that are supposed to be kind of dark, he looks like he's struggling to say those things. So yeah, I think he needs to branch out more. I think this could have been easily fixed if he did take more risk with his roles, or take on roles where he's completely covered and you can't even recognize him. I think that could really prepare him for something truly amazing. And I know he's like the front runner right now for the Oscar and he's probably going to win, but I really would have liked him to take the win for this grand performance, something that we're gonna look back and remember very fondly. And this isn't it. I think we're gonna look back on this role and think it's very forgettable. And it's a shame. I do want Will to win an Oscar, but I wanted it for something more than this. In the end, King Richard is a painfully average film, doomed to be forgotten to time. Which means I give it a 3 out of 5 with a recommendation to just skip it. There's nothing here you haven't seen done better before. So go watch those instead. Not sure how well everyone's gonna take this review, but hey, you can't argue with the king, right? Alright, until tomorrow everyone, please stay safe out there, and have a good one.